Well, good afternoon, my dears. I have been walking 10 minutes a day, no music, outside, paying attention to myself. 5 out of 7 days, I think. And some of those days, boy, it was rainy and cold, but I kept at it. And that's what today is about. Today is focusing on when we want to make a change. The best thing we can do is to start small and be consistent. First, today we're going to hear from Elyse Myers, who's going to show us and tell us a little about what our brain does when we're trying to change. It's like, I don't know about that, because it wants to keep us safe. And secondly, you're going to hear a little from some students of ours who have tried new things this year and how it has helped them.
Just because you did doesn't mean you do. Sometimes the hardest part about making a change in your life, however big or small, is just the simple fact that your brain is going to revolt against you and tell you that you cannot make that change. That's just because it doesn't have enough evidence that you can. Feed it the smallest bit of evidence, and you will start to believe that you can actually make a change in your life. The part that's telling you that you cannot, unfortunately, is just trying to protect you against perceived threats. So instead of working against your brain in that way, thank it for protecting you, and then put it back in the emergency glass, tape it back up, and be like, I will break you open when I need you, but this is not an emergency. Thank you.
So even though our brains are going to be like, whoa, I don't know about that, man, you want to continue to give it evidence that you can make a change. And remember, as you're trying to change, you're going to be looking at the ideal place you want to be in your life, and it's going to be seeming so far away. So make sure you're always looking back, reminding your brain that you have made progress and you are capable of that change. Live from Shoes House. We're going to hear from a couple of students who've tried something small and been consistent, and it's made a difference.
I've prioritized schoolwork, and that's made me feel a lot better because I don't feel stressed out about having to get stuff done last minute.
Video of Tori, but what she said is she bought herself a water bottle, and whenever she's feeling drained, she takes a big inhale, a big exhale, and then a big drink of water, and it's making a difference.
I've been doing a lot of consistent exercising throughout this year, and I feel like it's been able to take a lot of stress off.
Well, recently I've started meditating, and it doesn't even have to be for that long. It's usually just like 10-15 minutes a day, and I feel much more like refreshed mentally and physically like right after doing it. And I've noticed improvement in not only my academics but as well as like my spiritual well-being.
About a month ago, I decided to turn my device off 30 minutes before going to bed, and I find that very helpful to be less tired, and now I'm going to sleep at around 10:30.
Doing 1 or 2 Pomodoros a day has helped me manage my time better, stay on top of all my work, and not procrastinate as much as I used to.
I deleted TikTok off my phone, and since I've deleted it, my attention span has gone a lot better, and I can actually sit down and do homework.
Pretty inspiring, right? It might make you think about something you want to change about yourself, but you're lovable and wonderful just like you are. Just keep that in mind. But if you decide to want to change something, remember, start small, be consistent. For example, let's say you wanted to try and eat more healthily. What a good idea. But don't get all goofy and decide you're going to be like, oh, I'm home cooking meal 3 times a day, 7 days a week. If you don't home cook a meal 1 time a week, you're going to start small. So maybe add a fruit or a vegetable to each meal. Or maybe you don't eat the whole bag of Takis when you eat the bag of Takis. You share half of it with a friend, which is another good thing. When you're starting something new, it's a great idea to have another person, a friend of yours, to keep yourself accountable. Call each other up, make sure you're doing the thing. It's a great idea. We're going to finish up today, though, with Elyse Myers again, who's going to tell us a little something about remembering to love yourself along the way, because you're worthy of it.
I need you to know that you're allowed to love yourself exactly as you are right now. No exceptions. Wholly and completely love yourself. You have permission to do that right now. You didn't need it from me, but I'm giving it to you anyways because you're brilliant. You're not a project that needs to be fixed. You don't need to be reinvented. You don't need to lose 15 pounds or get a new wardrobe or figure out your makeup. You don't need to be loved back by another person to be worth your own love. You're about to hear a lot of resolutions from people that want to change everything about themselves and their lives, and you might have resolutions that you're setting for yourself too, and that's okay. But I want you to understand that you will be with you every single day until you meet those goals, and then you will be you when you meet those goals. And you have permission to love yourself today, not put it off until you reach that goal. You're worth being loved, especially by you.
And with that, my friends, be excellent to each other. Stay curious. Have an amazing, amazing break. Stay classy, Novato.